folks, Sheldon with Tiger Tough. Today we are going to put the rear seat covers on this new Ram Tradesman truck. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do before we start putting the covers on is to take off both of the headrests on the outside. The one in the middle is a part of the seat, so we're just going to take off the two on the outside. And to do that, you're going to need a paper clip or something like that. So I've got just a regular old paper clip here. I'm going to straighten it out a little bit so I can use it like a pick. And then we're just going to go in on these headrests, and right at the base there's what looks like a bigger button with a really small button in the middle. And I'm just going to use the paper clip to press in the small button and then push the headrest up and it'll release. And then I just do that on both sides so it releases. Then I push the big button up here on the side to fold it forward, and the headrest pulls right out. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Okay, the first part of the cover we're going to put on is the back. And since this truck has got a full bench in it, there's no split, so we've just got a full piece that's as wide as the back of the truck. To make sure that you've got it on the right way when we start putting it on the seat, the loop Velcro, or the fuzzier stuff, is the side that goes down between the seat and the back of the cab. So the first thing I'm going to do is just take the whole cover, and I'm going to pull this seat belt out and put the cover through behind it like that. And while I'm doing this, while I'm putting this cover on, you'll see me working this seat bottom up and down, because when I put it up, it actually moves the seat back away from the back of the cab and allows me to get my hand down there a little bit better. There's not very much room for your hand, so the more room you can get, the better. So I'm just going to start by getting this really roughly over here, and I'm going to just put the cover over the headrest, or the molded headrest that's on the seat. And then I'll go down to both ends and actually put the cover around the plastic headrest holes. What I'm doing is just pulling the cover and hooking part of it underneath the plastic, and then just pushing it around like that. Now that that's on, I'm going to cover the sides, so we'll just take these pieces right here, hook this over the corner of the seat, and push this around here. And now I'll show you on the other side, but I'm just going to take this flap and push it around right behind the seat back, like that. Okay, so just like the other side, this piece gets hooked over the seat, and then this I'll just tuck around the back. Okay, so now I'm just going to push all of these down between the seat back and the seat bottom. So I'm just going to flip this part way up and just start tucking these down in. This part of the Velcro is the hook part, so it'll catch on the seat. So the easiest thing to do to prevent that is just fold it over itself like that, and then you can easily push it through. Okay, now I'm just going to flip this up, and that moves the seat back forward just a little tiny bit and allows me to start pushing all of these down the back here. And I'm just pushing these as far down as I can, because to get them again you need to reach up from the bottom. So as farther down they are, the easier it is. Okay, they're all tucked in there. Now I'm gonna reach up from the bottom behind the seat and pull them down. There we go, I'm just getting them pulled down. Once you get the first one started, the rest all come a lot easier. Okay, everything is pulled down now. The last thing there is left to do is to fasten these flaps to the ones that I just pulled down. And you're gonna wanna pull them tight. The tighter you pull them, the better your cover is gonna fit. So just pull them tight. And then I like to, with my other hand, hold the back flap down, wrap it around, and stick them together. Again, pull it tight, wrap it around, and stick it up there to the one that's in the back. And that's it, they're all connected. Okay, I've got the bottom cover now, and that's what we're gonna be putting on next. Like the back, this is just one piece as wide as the entire seat. So it's gonna be kind of like putting on a giant pillowcase. First thing I'm gonna do is flip the seat up, because it's a lot easier to put the cover on when the seat's up. Now with this one, the hook Velcro, or the rougher stuff, is going to go over the top of the seat like this. So I'm going to turn it part way inside out, because that makes it a lot easier to put on. So I'm just going to hook it over here. And I'll get this over the edge. Now it's going to be a good time to make sure that all of your seams line up. And so if you look at this one here, you'll see that I've got these two seams in the cover lined up with the corners of the seat, and that's what's going to make sure your cover fits straight and not wrinkly. So we'll just keep pushing it down here, pushing it down the seat on both sides. And then we'll just, now I tip this up part way, because when I do that, if you look in here, it opens up a wide gap between the seat and the back and the seat bottom, and that just gives me a ton of room to just push this down in. If you try it with this down, it's really tight. So just tip this up at about a 45, and you can slide this right through. Make sure you're not covering up any of your seat belts. So I'm just pulling those slats that we pushed through, I'm just pulling them through now. Get them where we can. Okay, so I have pulled down all of the flaps that we pushed through from the top. And now I just need to pull them tight and fasten them to up here. So I'm gonna pull this one down, I'm going to pull this one down as well, and the tighter you pull this one here, the better your cover's going to fit. We'll stick it up on here. Just like that. Now, if you can't get this pulled all the way up to here, that's okay. As long as this flap is pulled tight and it sticks to here, you'll be good. Again, I'm pulling these flaps from the top, I'm pulling them as tight as I can before I stick them up here. And that's what makes the top fit really, really well. There we go. Now let's fold this down and see if we need to make any changes. Woo! I like that. Let's call that good. Now we're just going to put the headrests back in and cover them. Okay, I've got these two headrests again. I'm going to put them both in and then we'll cover them. So to put them in, super simple. Line them up with the holes. Press down until you hear that click. Fold it up. There. It's that easy. Okay, now to cover this, I've actually flipped this back down because it's a little easier. Just going to put it on the headrest with this flap here to the bottom, or what's normally the front of the headrest. Just slide that on like that, and then this flap will come up around the back, pull it tight, and tuck it inside there. Just like that, and we'll do the same for both of them. So I'm just going to fold this back down. Slide it on like that. Pull this one really tight. And there we go. That is the rear seat installed, the rear seat cover installed.